Yeah.
All right, we're recording.
We're going to kill Emily's character,
late,
guys.
people.
We're going to probably drown. Oh, okay, we're back. Okay, cool.
You're so mean.
All right. Okay. So, I would like all of our travelers to please roll a d6 for me.
Uh-oh.
4 again.
I will have you know that I am immune to necrotic damage.
3.
Are you
And
actually
you roll?
Yeah.
No, wow. You got straight up
What am I rolling, a d6? Oh, cax.
Cacked? How do you cocked a 6-sided die?
1.
1.
It landed like up against the wall. Up against a flat edge.
Nice.
Interesting.
So, you all wake up. Stretch. Weird dreams. The sound, like the walls are paper thin to your neighbors, but also paper thin to the outside. So every nature sound was in your head all night. There was one cricket under the bed, and it just went the whole night. Vincent, you wake up, and you really didn't sleep well. You don't know if it was the lack of nutrition yesterday or the noises or what.
Well, the bed didn't do me any favors either. Oh.
Yeah, it was hard as a board. And you're going to be starting today with exhaustion.
Enjoy that.
And everybody wakes up. You do hear the sounds of someone in the kitchen clattering. You all kind of wake up to a loud crash clatter. You hear a door open. Nope, not your door. It's the door next door. Susie, you get your regular breakfast warmed and delivered directly to you. Yep.
Thank you, honey.
Honey. And Zess, what's your morning like?
She was probably out in the swamp before the sun rose, and she's probably just now getting back, or maybe sitting on the porch.
So you do smell the amazing smell of bacon and eggs and mushrooms all in a frying pan together.
One of the pigs.
There's a few other smells that you can't quite identify. It smells vaguely swampy, so there's probably some ingredients. So that gets to your nostrils as you are laying in your respective places. And Vincent, you did not sleep well at all.
You would have thought that the bed would have been comfy, but it wasn't. That tossed and turned all night. Is there anything in the swamp you keep around to like get you going in the morning? You know, like I don't know.
You announce loudly enough that everyone can hear through all the paper thin walls.
Yeah, why don't we talk a little louder, and then maybe that guy we're looking for just comes up here instead.
Maybe.
You hear a little bit of a muffled floop, floop, floop on your door.
Yes. Enter.
Echo! The door creaks open, and Echo kind of fluffs her feathers. Breakfast?
Yes, that'd be much appreciated. Thank you, Echo.
Honey. And then turns around and goes back to the kitchen.
To answer the question, I can make sure that Echo's and my favorite snack is on the table, ready for our guests.
And as you come out of the room and join the table, and the table has been kind of pushed, it was basically sort of a side table. It's been pushed into the center, and all of the side chairs have been scooted up so that everybody has a place around the very small table. And in the center of the table is a bowl, and it is filled with some, it's like caramelized almost. There's something, it's almost like little amber snacks, and you're not really sure what they are. In the center of the table. And Echo kind of sneaks a few and tosses them in and goes back to serve, putting things onto plates and platters and bringing them over.
So when I see that this is like placed out specifically for us, I'll politely take one and eat it. What does it taste like?
Anna?
Oh, it's very sweet. It tastes very strongly of honey. So it's nice and earthy. And do you suck on it or do you chew it?
I think my first reaction would be to chew.
Okay. It cracks nicely like a candy shell on the outside. Very strong honey. The inside's kind of crunchy, kind of like a layered crunch, and really earthy tasting, but maybe dusty ?
I take one of them and I like hold it up to the window pane in the light. What do I see in one of those?
It's
And he sees?
It's a cricket.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Honey-covered crickets are your centerpiece at this table.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you see Echo on the other side of the kitchen kind of turn around, like swivel the head like 3/4 of the way around. Oh, hell yeah.
Echo.
Swivel back.
Please.
Language.
So I know they've been cooked sort of, but would bugs be a thing that I could eat for sustenance if they were alive?
I think you can snack on them. Once again, you don't get the flavor, but it's like if you've been playing sports and you want to drink and you have like single drips from a straw.
Okay.
Like that's the equivalent of the experience for you.
Grab a couple and it's like I get the essence that the bug's soul used to be alive.
I look over at Vincent. I'm like, for reference, Susie, sophomore class. That's sweet, but slightly grinding personality.
Susie, you hear a reference to you from the second room over. You think maybe they're calling for you this morning?
I'm not. There's a different Susie.
Yep. But she hears her name, and she's supposed to be out there right now.
She gets up and she puts on her skirt real quick. You see her hat on, like doing her hair, like that kind of thing. Looking for her other set of gloves that only has one hole in one finger, because the other set has like 2 holes in each finger, and so she goes for the nicer set of gloves. And what?
The brooch?
Oh yes. And she takes like a quick look in herself in the mirror, and then she like looks around and what kind of like herb stuff does Zas keep around? Does Zas keep
All of
like
it. There is one wall in the house. There is one wall in the house that is Zas's, and it is the wall of the bedroom that is piled with like every type of plant is like overflowing into the other containers of plant. The entire wall is just plants. And there's like a little like 3-step step stool that'll snap out to like reach the top ones. They're all there. Anything you could ask for.
So here's what she's gonna do. She's gonna like check and make sure that Zas isn't looking, but she's gonna look around and find like on the flowers, the pollen that matches like her shade, and she's gonna like go under her eyes and then grab like a red little pollen sack and like rosy her cheeks, pinch them, and all that jazz.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna take one last look in the mirror. Like, okay, that's a little better, but she missed like one roller in the back.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And she just like comes out and like opens
supporting
the door.
hatch. That roller is supporting the hatch.
Yeah.
It's a very
She
crucial.
just
She's
comes
opened the
out and
door
she
and
just
still
goes
talking
like
to Vincent. Yes, so it would taste a little bit like Susie.
evenly out to the table. Excuse me. Pardon my tardiness. Were you calling for me, honey?
Oh, no, sorry. I was talking about one of our classmates, also named Susie.
Well, doesn't our host just look absolutely a picture this morning. I wish I was feeling as good as you looked.
Why, thank you, Vincent. You're so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have some coffee? Are there any beignets left?
Yeah.
Coffee, beignets. And Echo
Thank
pulls
you.
them out and sits them down to your chair, your special chair, Susie.
Thank you, honey. It's like a
Echo-
super wide one without arms because, hoop skirts.
And Echo plops down and is like, the table comes to her head and she kind of wings on the table, like with her plate, kind of looks around. Breakfast.
Everything looks amazing, Echo. Thank you, honey.
Yes, it is wonderful. Thank you so much.
Honey. And then Echo just starts yelling the food on the plate.
Good.
So, were you able to find some answers for what you're looking for? You think you got a plan to find your person?
Yes, we have a general direction with the help of Dirk and your guidance, of course. We're going to fly over the canopy this morning and make our way there.
You're going to fly?
Yes, my associate here, Vincent, does have some magic at his disposal, allowing us to fly, so we can avoid most of the troubles of the swamp.
Right. You won't be able to see anything through that canopy.
Yes, we know that. We'll probably have to make periodic landings to give some bearings, but
Our friend had a general direction as to where an evil presence was coming from. So
yes.
we'll head that way.
Right. What I'm saying is, if I had a secret entrance and I didn't want to be found for hundreds and hundreds of years, not saying I'd live that long, but I still have some time to go yet. I'm not sure I would put the front door of my secret dwelling where someone could just sniff me out.
Right.
I would put it farther away from where the smell comes from, if you know what I'm saying, as to mislead or misdirect any unwanted intruders. That's my 2 cents. What about you, Zaz?
That's it. That's all she says. Just kind of grumbles.
I feel the same way, Zaz. You always have the best instincts when it comes to this kind of matter.
In your time in this swamp, did any of you either ever see ruins of any sort in what was it, like northwestern direction?
Yeah, northwest.
Northwest.
That's what I noticed.
Northwest.
Yes.
Northwest. I've the only thing I've heard about the Northwest is for them lizard folk maybe being there. But I haven't heard anything about any sort of rooms in the Northwest. Have I? I don't think so.
At this moment, a horde of flies comes buzzing in one of the windows and just descends upon the table. They don't seem to be eating stuff, but they're just going crazy over the table.
This is not the forecast.
And they rearrange.
What do you mean?
They usually come in, or do they just fly by?
They usually fly by, but you weren't at the porch.
Oh, they're always wrong.
What's the news today?
Echo tries to snap at one, and they all out the door.
Echo, honey, that is not polite. Mind your manners, especially in front of company.
Company.
Thank you.
Good day for flying.
Good day for
A good day for flying. That is good to know. If we can, then. Well, if you have any more news of undead or people in the northwestern direction, I'd love to have it before we depart.
Echo fluffs up. Day trip.
Day trip. Zess gets
So
up
that
and
is-
starts to collect things because she's slow, so she'll start now to prepare for a journey.
It's a wonderful idea, Echo. We haven't been out in... Zaz, how long was it since we've been out last?
That's it.
Anyway,
Are you coming
Sunlight
with us?
is
then?
beautiful.
it's only the most courteous thing to do to escort someone to the edge of their property. I'm not saying that we own this, because
Don't come
It all belongs to nature, but at least to the edge of our domain.
Of course.
You
It's just
understand.
we currently only have at our disposal the ability to make 3 of us fly, unless you have some way of your own.
We can guarantee
So kind
you
of-
safe passage to the edge of our domain. That's
Oh.
no trouble at all.
Coming back out, just sort of pat Lawrence as I walk past and keep packing like snacks or something as we go.
Like more crickets, only in like little bundles.
bag.
Yeah, little-
Dirk
little
sees that she's putting like the crickets in there and goes, I think we should go with them.
Well, with the advice of my guide and with your kind assistance, I guess we'll travel with you.
Echo, pack a picnic basket. We're going out today.
And
Picnic basket.
if we
Echo.
need to, we
Let's
can
go.
ditch and we can just fly away.
We're going spelunking.
I'm not much of a spelunker.
Spelunking. Do you have a cave or chasm in mind then?
I'm Parker Bellows.
I thought you were Echo.
Echo.
Dripping noises and weird noises and
I
And
guess
Echo
I'll get
is
my stuff
like-
ready and wait outside for our hosts.
go outside and look at the air.
Dirk puts more of the bug salve on and before going out and packs up.
The fog is not as tight here, but it is. The sun is starting to come up, and once again, it is hot and muggy and gross. You see your hosts do eventually join you. As Susie comes down the steps, once again, you can't even catch like the transition between each step. She's just that incredible.
She just
with her-
glides everywhere.
Yeah.
She just glides.
And so
Hello, for an
she
escalator.
so she joins you. It has that effect as an escalator.
She
so
switched out her
joins-
fan for a parasol, by the way.
Yes.
Like a lacy parasol.
Echo is the next one who comes out, and you see, like, with the same bags and haversacks, kind of down those stairs, joins you. The last one out is Zasamir, who pulls out the key ring, finds the one key, pulls the door shut, and
Straighten your eye patch.
yeah, the depth perception, not great.
Not great depth perception.
Finds the keyhole, locks it 3 times,
Yes.
pulls the key out,
Yes.
rehooks the keyring, turns around with the cane facing the stairs.
I see her do that. My eyes glide over to the open shutters of the window, go back to her, and I say nothing.
As soon as it takes like a while to get down like the first step of the porch and then like the next one a little bit, and there's a stumble and she sort of stumbles and like looks like she's gonna crash, and as soon as she does, she turns into a giant eagle, but it's sort of a giant eagle that's like looks vaguely vulture-ish and rough, but still, pretty big.
Echo! And Echo pulls the backpack and like rushes over.
Alrighty then. Susie, I assume you can do something of a similar nature?
Don't worry about me, honey.
Right.
I'm fine.
Vincent, make us fly then.
Like I said, and I take a running step with my cape behind me. I jump into the air and say, "Bat!" And I start flying.
Vincent,
My goodness.
And I
Vincent.
That's a lot of
fly
energy.
on the other two.
Okay. Thank you, Vincent.
I just walk over and I just like, I don't know.
I don't actually change into a bat.
Anna, we've done this before.
Yeah. If I think we can get some like vines and make like we have a hammock or something that we can carry you in.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't need carried.
What do you need?
I just need to be dragged along by you.
Okay.
I think
wherever you need.
Like not dragged, but like I just
Echo-
hold on to you and I'm fine.
I think
So where
Echo's-
would I hold on to you?
Echo's got the backpack, so like Echo climbs on and like nestles in and like clamps in with the feet and the wings, and then you attach to the backpack. You just kind of hold on to the backpack.
Yeah.
So you see
Standing
three of
on
you.
Like with my
Surfing on
parasol, full Mary Poppins.
Full Mary
Yeah.
Poppins.
So you,
Standing
the
straight.
picture is incredible. You have never seen anything like this. This giant is it an eagle? Is it a vulture? It's like in between the neck is a little too long, but there is some coloration that could be more vulturish. The eagle there's swampy colors, so it's not as dark as the vulture, but
Moss.
it's not.
It's like a
bolder.
buzzard.
Sort of, yeah. And it's got more fluff around the neck. And then you see the bird creature not choose to fly, but like clamber up through the feathers and like latch on. And the person with the parasol, the giant, the creature, the winged creature lays down their wing, and you see Susie, parasol in hand, sideways, facing you the whole time, climb onto the back, and
just glide up.
neatly set her hand on the bag of the other feathered creature who's holding on tight. And she turns to the rest of you and says,
Shall we depart now?
Yes, of course.
Alrighty.
I look over to the bat version of Vincent and go, they remind me a lot of the transmutation school.
That's a bird riding a bird. Riding.
the giant bird takes off.
That's all transmutation magic. And I'm just like, yeah, that's a transmutation class. Yeah. Those are the Hufflepuffs.
And the giant bird takes off, and you see some of the mist like be pushed away from it as you all head off, not into, but over the swamp.
All right. All of us traveling 60 feet except for Vincent because he's a normal bat.
Because he's a normal bat.
They would travel at half speed for this little effing bat.
So Vincent,
Eventually, I
You
just
are-
grab him and shove him in my coat.
I was going to say, you're exhausted. What do? Do you try to attach yourself to someone, or do you stubbornly try to be your own bat?
I'm just gonna go and like grab onto like Echo's backpack as well, probably.
Are you
like
gonna
bat-
grab onto like the top ways or grab onto it bottom ways? Like which way is your head facing?
I don't know. I can be a small bat. I'll grab onto it sideways, like across the back.
All right, there we go.
I see him grab on. I keep my words to myself because he's the only thing keeping me from actually falling at this moment. But I just think in my head,
Dirk's holding on for dear life. He's just like,
Let's go.
look, you can fly on your own. Just go.
Yeah, Dirk is
Think
just
happy
like
thoughts.
hanging on to Lawrence's like leg, just
Look,
like thinking that Lawrence is the thing holding him in the air.
look, you can fly on your own. You just think fly.
Lawrence is kicking at him. Dirk lets go, and you fall for like 2 feet, and you panic, and you like flap your arms, and then you realize that you're flying. Oh, the arms aren't part of it, and then you stop with the arms.
You don't need to flap. Just think. As I'm literally just sort of like standing there in midair. Just think forward.
Eventually he stops doing the exaggerated and he kind of goes like this, and eventually he stops, kind of like.
Does he Superman at any point?
No, he's mostly just almost like skydive looking, just kind of like
No, instead of
trying to
falling
keep
down,
balance.
he's
almost.
like skydiving sideways.
I just have my arms down on my side, just going.
But after about 5 minutes, like, this is great.
Nice. Okay, who is leading this expedition northwest?
Zas.
Gone, sort of.
Me.
Zas is. She's
Go ahead. Go ahead and roll a either nature or survival check.
Absolutely.
I would like to assist because Susie would make a great backseat driver.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Go for it. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me as well, Bev.
For nature,
Nature or survival, whichever you would prefer.
I'm much better at nature.
And I'm going to actually run to the restroom, so keep your numbers in your head, and I will be right back.
I'll send them in the chat.
So as we're flying, Dirk's just like, if I told you this was the first time I ever flew, be telling the truth. This is terrifying.
You are a natural.
But I'm not dead yet, so.
Most people at my school can't get it until the third day. You get it right away.
How long does this spell last for y'all?
I believe it lasts an hour. I don't
An
know.
hour?
Good job.
How
I mean,
far
we're
is
going
that?
at 60 feet, actually 120 feet around because we're using both our movement and action. That's 120 feet every 6 seconds, and then we're traveling probably within 6 miles. So
That's pretty fast.
it's pretty darn fast. I'll do the math real quick because I've done this type of math before, and it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it's an hour.
So
So we should be able to get there easy, hopefully.
60, 60,
This is the first time that I have adamantly wished
So
that we
we
had
can travel
viewers,
17,000 feet in an hour.
because the number of amazing images that fan artists could give us just for this one shot would be incredible.
It would be great. It'd be fantastic.
All right.
that's 13.6 miles. So, I mean,
Yeah.
we
Okay.
get there in like half an hour.
Joe, I sent mine to you in the chat.
I see this.
Okay.
Sorry.
Huh?
Love it. Love it. Okay.
I thought you said-
23. Okay. 20. And Anna, what was yours?
22.
22. Okay.
Damn.
No problem. You take off. You head northwest. There's a few areas that they seem to swing wide around, and you all follow as they go. And then, as you're going, it really is about 40 minutes or so, as you have been going, kind of twisting and turning and catching the breeze and enjoying the morning's flight. You arrive as the fog beneath you changes color. It's less green and it becomes more gray. And you begin your descent and kind of go into the fog layer as tops of trees go whizzing past you. And you see these aren't the same old gnarly trees as before. These ones are more vertical and sharp looking and dangerous looking and dead looking. And
Familiar.
there's kind of I'm going to say you've got a lot of swamp here, but the tops of the trees is starting to clear out. Visibility is, you can see kind of fog to where the ground probably is, but at this height, telling where sturdy ground and non-sturdy ground under the fog would be is kind of difficult. So if you want to go ahead and drop down lower and see if you can find a good spot to land, go ahead and make some perception checks for me.
Sure. All of us are just our guides.
The guides. Yeah.
So perception.
Yes.
18.
14. Oh, wait. Yeah, 14.
Nice. All right. Just a moment.
Oh, I can still talk to Echo as an eagle because we both speak Auran.
That's all. The whole trip, you've been chatting back and forth and chattering, and it's yeah, it's fun. It's refreshing. Yeah, and Echo always enjoys it. The second copy.
Do bats speak that language?
I don't think so. Bats are not birds.
What?
How dare you make that assumption?
Is a bird language?
Bird.
Or is it like close enough where it's like French Canadian, but not actual French? And like I can speak it, but they're like, oh, please just don't
stop.
pronounce our language.
Probably more like Portuguese and Spanish.
No,
It's like a few sentences overlap, and that's it.
I think it's more like English and Japanese in that they're completely different.
One's singing and the other one's not.
Yeah.
I would know like the name of if they were like London, I'd go, oh, I know that word.
Exactly.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
when someone says Tokyo, and they're like, oh, Tokyo, of course.
Yep.
Now Vincent sounds like Echo. London.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so as you coast down lower, I would like the large flying creature to please make a dexterity saving throw.
What?
As the trees are coming past.
Oh, no.
Oh, natural 20.
Hey.
So as you're coasting in, you see a spot with your eagle eyes. This is going to be perfect. And as you come in, there's like two trees right in the way, and you just bank around one and then bank around the other, and then come down, and whew, and all of the fog just like ripples away, and you put down the wing, and Susie just fairly floats down off the wing and lands, and Echo hops off and readjusts the package, the backpack, and the rest of you flying kind of come in, and I would like you three to please make dexterity saving throws for me.
Natural 20.
Woo!
I had a 19 plus something, so 22.
All right.
18.
But total, yeah. Dexterity save, you said total would be 22. But natural 20.
Sorry, well, Gabe, what was yours?
18.
Okay.
Pretty good.
All right. So as you come in, everybody actually like does that really nice like take a few steps and actually stays standing and looking pretty good. You have landed in this dark area of kind of more open space. You can see visibility is a little tighter than what you can see on this picture here. So it's a little tighter than that, but this is the kind of space that that you land in. So it definitely feels different than the rest of the swamp. Zaz and Susie, it smells different. Almost more bitter, but not in a swamp way.
Are there any arcane elements that I would recognize?
I mean, it probably smells a little bit like some of your different various classrooms, mixed with swamp.
It's the swamp.
Biology 101.
Yeah.
I change from bat form back into vampire form and say, vampire!
Nice. Yeah, we are. Okay, so you landed, and everyone landed beautifully. And everybody should be in roll 20. So you land in this space. Now, Zaz and Susie, this is a little past the edge of where you usually go. This is where you think everybody, all of the creatures have been telling you about. You can instantly see it's completely different than the rest of the swamp. You don't, the ground doesn't feel friendly. And as you land, you kind of look about this space.
Are there insects?
There are not. And this is the first time since, well, in a very, very long time for the ladies, but for the guys, this is probably the first time in like a week and a half that you have not been constantly swarmed by insects.
Yeah.
So, Zaz, are you still an eagle? Or
I am still an eagle.
Okay, just checking. So you've got an extra.
I've got 7 hours of this, so
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. So would you like to press into this space?
Now, just again for my own clarification, is this the go around spot? Is this one of the spots that we know of that we should not be in?
This is this is not the drowned.
Okay.
But this is the other spot that you have been receiving warnings about.
Warnings, right? Okay. Well, just keep an eye out.
Okay.
And I caution.
Mhm.
You hear from Echo. The eagle kind of makes some noises, and then Echo says that.
Good to know. So, Dirk, do you have any more feelings of what direction we should go? You're muted.
I was wondering. I was like, is he talking? I can't tell.
And all of a sudden, no one could hear what he had to say. Everyone roll initiative.
He's in a cone of silence.
I mean, this place kind of giving me the creeps, to be honest. So I feel like probably further in.
Right. Well, either way. Actually, I'll take a look around and see if I find any signs of like either civilization or anything arcane. Essentially.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Perception, not an investigation.
Are you glancing around, or are you like searching?
Oh, I'm searching around. Like I'm looking for like, are there like markers that have been like an old road? Are
Okay.
there
Sure. Investigation.
This
Like,
isn't where the sundial is it?
for magical purposes?
No, it's not where the sundial is. Sorry,
Okay.
your head like
That would be
the sundial is like a 3-minute walk from your house.
Got it. Thank you.
that would be a 19.
19. You're searching around, and as you're searching around and kind of sweeping, in this direction, you do find. Let me get my settings here. Sorry, figuring out how this works here.
Okay.
I don't remember how to make it end. I'm doing all sorts of weird polygon stuff and I can't figure out how to stop it. I'll just use the square.
Are you trying to do the polygon reveal versus
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that was difference between left click and right click. I'm still not entirely sure on it, but I know what you mean.
Okay. So as you're investigating, you do find this old bridge, and the ground underneath is soft, but there are channels that are, you look and they're much deeper water. So you find this bridge, and sorry, what was it again? 19?
19, yeah.
You find the bridge, and as you approach it, there is a very, very slight flash. And then behind you, the rest of the group, as you're standing there kind of getting your bearings, the mist kind of forms into these shapes. And it's like 2 or 3 shapes, and you just hear, and they dissipate.
Not going to do that.
Did we all hear that?
And I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
So did we see things or just hear things in the mist?
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Perception. That is a healthy 13.
13. You were facing away from them, but you heard it.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Gust as a cantrip, just in the direction that everyone's kind of looking at. See if I can hoof away some of this,
And
fog.
they dissipate.
Well, we were given warning, so that means we're heading in the right direction, I believe.
Dirk pulls out his shield and his longsword.
I'll have Mage Armor up, and that lasts for 8 hours.
Cool. You all have control of your people on roll 20. I think everyone can move everyone. I think.
I can move mine.
Yay.
Settings.
Yeah, in business.
Value. Four. There we go. Well, I guess I'll move up to the bridge and just like look around and see what's on the other side.
Okay. So you get to the bridge. You can see. I'm trying to figure out how to reveal, because the mist is still pretty close. But as you move, you can kind of see different areas. I'm going to just a second. Okay, that's a mirror. You are an eagle.
Yes.
Nice.
Hey, where'd you find that one? I haven't seen that one.
I Googled eagle and scrolled until something looked decent. Not Googled, I searched. Okay, so are you all kind of staying up with Lawrence, or are you hanging back? Whoa.
He's sharing the screen, so Emily,
okay.
What we're doing.
I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
Okay, exit full screen. Here we go.
Over here.
I want to see everybody. There we go.
Also, Gabe, if you want the map to be bigger, you see the little 3 lines on the top middle left, right next to your zoom. So move your mouse straight up. Oh, so go to where the plus sign is. There's 98%. Little zoom. Right above that, you see those 3 lines? Nope.
To your right, to your right.
You're right. And
Right
there,
there.
click that. Boom. There you go.
Boom. And you can zoom in.
Yep. So you just have more map. You just won't have access to chat.
Okay. So everybody looks like they kind of spread out a little bit.
Beth has to feed the baby.
I have no hit points.
And our guests are coming over apparently today.
Oh, do you have an ETA for them?
I mean, they played D&D before, so I mean, like they understand. So
Okay.
just mute ourselves when they come in.
Okay. All right. If you're fine with that.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll look at Dirk as I approach the bridge and be like, would you like to take lead?
I guess I will.
Okay. I shall move to the side to allow my more hardy companion to take the front.
I've just closed the laptop, but I can control from. Oh, there we go. So weird. Here we go. Dirk will first cast Detect Traps.
And what does that do?
You sense the presence of any trap within range of 120 feet that is within line of sight. A trap for the purpose of this spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable, which was specifically intended as such by its creator. Thus, the spell would sense an area affected by the alarm spell, a glyph of warding, or a mechanical pit trap, but it would not reveal a natural weakness in the floor, an unstable ceiling, or a hidden sinkhole. The spell merely reveals the trap that is present. You don't learn the location of each trap either. You just get to learn the general nature.
What was the range?
120.
Yeah.
120?
I'll look it up too. Okay, so,
Yeah, 120 feet.
Traps. Yeah, range 120 feet. That is a huge range.
It is.
Okay, and what were the features again?
It basically says if it's designed to be a trap or an alarm or a glyph of warding. Basically, if it was designed to be a trap, right? But if it's like a natural like sinkhole, then I would not detect that with this spell. And also, I don't get to know the exact location. I just get to get the idea of, is it a pit trap? Is there a trap?
Okay.
Is this place completely booby trapped? That's basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So like. Yeah.
The space does not feel safe, but you don't get an animosity from it. So, like it says, like the danger and stuff like that. Like you don't really sense that sort of thing, but there's also the question of this place doesn't feel right. Like there are maybe some gray things, but you're not sure what it is or how it would affect. It doesn't seem like there would be anything particularly dangerous.
Tread carefully. Something off about this place.
I'll keep my eye on it.
I'll go ahead and I'll lead, I guess.
All right, and you cross the little bridge. It creaks beneath each footfall, and then you get to the other side. No problem.
When he gets to the other side, I shall follow suit.
All right.
I'm going to ask the DM if it's been a full hour since I cast fly.
No.
Then I'm just going to fly across.
That
Fair point. I see Vincent fly and I go, that is a fair point.
God damn it! I'm an idiot.
I will also levitate. And like, what do we got? Like 20 minutes left. Vincent?
We've only got 15 left on the clock here, right? We've got to fly through all these, right?
Yeah, just flying.
I can cast it again. I just don't want to cast it again right away.
Okay, so Echo will follow across the bridge, and Susie will effortlessly cross the bridge as well.
Wonderful. Guys, we crossed our first bridge. We did better than, the cast of Critical Role.
Wow,
We didn't die.
We didn't
No.
spend 20 minutes, maybe an hour on a chair.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
You have crossed the bridge. You do see, I mean, the water on both sides is fairly stagnant, and the fog is still fairly thick.
Okay.
You do see kind of land patchy in front of you.
Since I have a bit more confidence knowing I can fly, I'll stay a few feet above the ground and just sort of hover up and just like try to see what's around.
You see a bit more land.
Yeah, I'll keep moving forward, but of course, every time I move up, I'm making sure my companions are no more than 10 to 15 feet behind me.
Yeah.
Okay. Anna, at this point, can you grab Echo?
Yeah.
Thanks. All right. So everybody kind of comes up.
Feeling like a raptor behind you. Big giant eagle. Ancient looking eagle. Twin moss.
So you move forward. The space around you is still kind of that swamp look. Yeah. Everyone make a perception check for me.
Natural 20. Total 22.
22 as well.
Wow.
Geez, guys, I got a 9.
Like always.
Vincent knows exactly what's going on.
A 9?
16 and 9.
So with your natural 20s, you both smell something
Yeah.
rotten.
Melisma?
And a breeze like parts the fog just in such a way that you can kind of see this sort of pedestal thing here for a second, and then the fog blows past it again.
That seems intriguing.
And there is also, with your sharp eyes, you can just make out a bridge to the left.
Okay. I'll move up so that I'm closer to the bridge and to that object just to see if I can get sight of both of them real quick.
Okay. You can see there's more water there.
All right.
Like 2 away from them.
And as you can just see the edge of that pedestal thing there.
Okay. I'm gonna cautiously move up closer to it because I am very intrigued by the first thing that looks man-made.
Okay. You can see now kind of this area over here. You can see there's a pedestal there, and it looks like there's something on it.
Can I make it out from here, but I do have to get closer?
You'd have to get closer to see what it is.
Okay. I'll get up to it. I don't know. I'm intrigued.
All right. The moment that you get to that point, you feel a magic leaving your body, and you drop. And everyone else, you just see him vanish through the ground.
Peace out, everyone.
I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Will do. It's the same day I got a natural 20 on. Ooh, that is not the same. 9.
You plunge into the most, you thought foul was a smell before. This is rotting. And as you land, you feel a crunch beneath you, and all around you.
Oh no.